Hi there, we're Michelle, Shannon, and Iris. After Hurricane Helene changed the life we thought we were building, we asked ourselves one question. What would happen if we chose freedom over routine? So, we traded ordinary life for mountain trails, campfires, van life, and the open road. This is the Rebel Revel. Rebel, revel, repeat. Hi everybody, it's Michelle, Shannon, and Iris. We are the Rebel Revel, and yesterday we got our water tank we've been waiting for months for.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid that we are not going to make it to the finish line next Friday to be at our niece's
I think we will.
college graduation or high school graduation on Saturday.
Yeah, I think we will.
Okay.
But there's a lot of variables yet. So I've mocked everything up. So I've got the tank installed. So that's number one. Tank is installed. Most of the plumbing is back in place. I'm still waiting on the RV control panel that I fabricated that replaces our Nautilus panel, and that's at the powder coater right now. That hopefully will be done tomorrow, and then I can reassemble that. But I guess the biggest unknown is once I put everything together and we pressurize it with water, will there be leaks, and will I have to disassemble something in order to fix those leaks? I think there will be leaks, right? But I don't think I'll have to disassemble anything. I have carefully positioned everything so that I have relatively easy access to all the fittings.
Okay.
And that is a very important piece when you're replacing plumbing, or electrical equipment or anything that you're doing in a van, is to make sure when you do that, it's easy to put things in when the van is disassembled. What's really difficult to do is to repair or replace things when the van is fully assembled again without disassembling everything. And so that's why I'm mocking things up now, to make sure that I have access to everything.
And I remember you saying that it was really important that we do a test run locally. We're going to go to his parents' house in Rutherfordton, but now
I don't think we're going to have
they don't have time for that. So then the test will be a 7-hour drive away to my family in Louisville, Kentucky. Right. And then they just don't have the same type of tools there that we have here. So I'm hoping that everything goes well. But
I carry a lot of tools with me when I'm on the road. So I was able to replace all the plumbing on the driver's side underneath the bench seat last year in Portland in a parking lot. And if I have to do that again, I probably can. I don't want to. So hopefully everything goes pretty smoothly. I guess worst case scenario is that, that is our shakedown run. And then we come home from Louisville, we kind of reset, fix anything that needs to be fixed, and then we hit the road again.
So, the other thing that I said that we would do is we're going to do some live questions next Thursday. So if you have any questions, let us know. You can also ask them over on the Patreon page, but I also like to know from your comments, like, do you think we're going to make it or not? I don't know. But we're doing a mad dash.
I have confidence that we will.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We still have a week and 1 day to wrap things up. We have a lot of things to wrap up, including I've got to clean up this garage. It's a terrible mess right now, and we've got to get vehicles in here on jack stands and on trickle chargers and all that stuff to preserve those for long-term storage.
I gotta get the carpets washed, steam cleaned.
We gotta get the
dirty
dog
dog has to be groomed before we get on the road because she has so much hair. So lots of stuff happening, and getting the people who are taking care of our home while we're gone, make sure that they're all set. They're coming on Memorial Day to thank you, Yenny, and your family for doing that. And then there's just a lot.
We're actually gonna have the house periodically cleaned while we're gone. Have the HVAC filter replaced periodically while we're gone, because the climate control will be on in the house to make sure that it's low humidity in there.
Make sure we don't have any little critters moving in, which we
Right.
did last year. We had some evidence of some
And then we
country
also,
mice.
the same family, her husband is going to come and he's going to take care of our
Weeds.
lawn.
Our yard, our
we
weeds.
we have about an acre and a half. So yeah, he's gonna keep that under control so that it doesn't grow up to be a jungle while we're gone.
That's not the retirement that you all have seen pictures from what was devastated by Hurricane Helene. That's Lake Lure.
Retirement
That
property
was
in Lake Lure,
yeah,
yes.
that's
It's
different than
not.
our
This is our
current
primary
home.
home.
We have our current home, which is just right under 2 acres. So, okay, here comes the mad dash. And so we'll do our best to keep you informed, but forgive us if we miss something. So for sure, ask us. Thanks, everyone. Oh, and then here's this was the introduction, and now you're going to see some of his work. See ya.
All right, so what I'm doing now, I pulled the bed riser out. I marked a spot with the bed riser in of where I want to put my cable pass through. Originally I thought I was going to need to cut the top of this in order to put our radar tank sensor in, but it looks like it can read through this layer of plastic and through the top of the tank plastic. Typically you would put it just directly on the tank, but we don't have enough clearance there because this tank is a lot larger. And this does need to go on the tank. It's going to go on the deepest part of the tank here, which is, I've already marked right here. And what that looks like, I'm going to pull this piece out and we'll show you this. All right. Is because there because there's not much clearance here on the back of this, between the tank and the top of this, our bed risers need to screw into something. They were screwing into a metal support plate with the old tank, but that's now gone. So what I've done is I've put some jack nuts here instead. These are M4 jack nuts. And so the screw will just screw into this, and you can see it doesn't really protrude at all down here. I'll use some 12 millimeter long M4 screws, which will adequately fasten the bed riser to the top of that, but they will not penetrate down and rub the tank. Now, you can see this is the deepest part of the tank right here. This part right here, there's a fender behind here. The wheel well is behind here. So back here, this is not the deepest part of the tank. The tank ends about right here where the wheel well contour comes up. But this goes all the way to the bottom. It's flat, and so what we're going to do is we're going to attach this to where it's looking straight down right here. And then these things can be calibrated for all kinds of irregular shapes. So that's what we'll do with this. This is the tank sensor. This is by Cimarine. It's a radar tank sensor. And I've got it plugged in here with this water resistant plug. Okay, and then what we've got here, let me put this back up here. This is the plug for our water pump switch. I placed my water pump right here, so it's in a different orientation than it was before. Before it was 90 degrees this way, and I've used some brass elbows so that with the cover on this, there'll be an entrance right here. This is where there's actually two entrances. You can see it on the door later. One will be the RV water panel. That's the control panel. That's what I'm having powder coated right now. And then below that is just a small access. And that small access is really for ventilation to allow warm air to come in here to keep the pipes warm. This is our water pump controller right here. So I'll have access to that and to some of this wiring through there. And I'll also be able to reach in and unscrew this screen. This is the SureFlow filtration screen. This is just a preliminary filter that sucks or catches any big debris. Okay, so this is actually also when people have frozen pipes and they have leaks, 99% of the time, this is what cracks and leaks right here. There's just this clear plastic piece right here, and this can be screwed on and off very easily. Okay, so I've got some of my hoses in already. This will connect to the water control panel. This is the inlet. This is the suction side of the pump. This is the exit side of the pump. This goes to the devices or the things like, faucets, showers, all of that stuff. Hot water heater, all goes to there. So what I have right here is a port coming up. This is going to go to the RV control panel. I have a port this way. This is a 3-way T. The port this way. This runs right here and goes to all of our other devices. Our hot water right here. The only thing this does is this is basically a one-way flow from the front of the van where the heat exchanger is, and this is going to connect to the shower on the RV water control panel. So there's a shower on that, and that's kind of like our outdoor shower. These doors stay open. We can shower on the back. Usually what we use it for is washing the dog. That kind of covers the gist of what I'm doing here. So basically what I'm down to right now is I'm mocking everything up to make sure that it fits properly, that I'll have proper access to things, and that I can replace things fairly easily without removing walls when we're on the road. One other thing that I've done here is I carefully measured lots of times where the L-track, the ceiling L-track, where the wall L-track will go to hold our moonbeam cabinet. And then I've drilled holes here, and I've put in M6 riv nuts along here. Okay, and what that's going to look like, let's go in the garage for a second, and I'll show you what that looks like.
This is the inner wall?
This is the inner wall to the bedroom area, and this is the flare bump out right here. This is the bottom that sits on the other piece where the water tank is. So basically this sits on the water tank. This is the ceiling up here. This is the rear door. This is the front of the van, towards the front of the van. I've got my cutouts here. These are access cutouts to access those M6 riv nuts. And those are 1 inch. This is my L-track. This is 1.5 inches. So it's just going to sit right on this, and it's going to access the holes where I want to access. I'm going to use longer I'm going to use 40 millimeter long M6 screws from Van Essentials that are specifically for this L-track, and bolt those in. And one other thing we're going to have, that's for the cabinet. So Michelle and I watch our TV, which is a little Amazon Fire HD pad, and when we're watching Netflix and Amazon Prime and YouTube and all that stuff, some of our favorite channels like Adventure Out There and Famagogo.
Shout out Peter, shout out Brian Emily.
That's right. We have it set up on this side of the bedroom wall, where this is where our feet are, and our head is on the driver's side, so this is the passenger side of the van. And what we don't have is we don't right now currently have a way to charge that or plug that in anywhere. So now
we do.
Yeah. So this is going to screw in right there. I've already very carefully measured this as well to make sure that it's below our cabinet. Our cabinet is going to come to about right here where my hand is. So it's going to be below that. There's going to be a little port to be able to plug that that little tablet in to recharge it. So we don't have to remove that tablet. And again, our Moonbox Titan is right here. This is a 48-inch long soft cabinet. Well, it's soft on the outside, but it is a full aluminum cabinet. The whole thing is aluminum, but it's nicely padded on the outside, and it's contoured to the shape of the van. So it's going to fit up there really nicely in that upper corner on the passenger side above our feet. And that is what the L-track is for. The L-track is to bolt it to the ceiling and to the back wall.
Amazing. It's just really amazing.
Yeah, I'm mocking up my installation here. So I've got my our bed riser in right now, but I'm going to pull this back out. And basically what I'm doing, none of this, the coverings here are not bolted in. So I'm going to close that. I'm going to slide this back out. Now, I'm sure a little
bit. Lazy.
You're going to help me support this, just so that we don't tear it, scratch it, mostly tear it since it's fabric. Those up, this one up here, this one right there. I'm going to do the same over here, and we're going to hopefully just push it right in there, and then we're going to hold it, and I'm going to put the knobs on, and we're going to do it. But there are little extra safeties on there, and then just leave them like that though. And then there's our
Yay!
There we go. That's it right there. What's this? More hardware. I don't need that. All right, that's it. Whew, that was tough getting that up. All right, there we go.
I can't, I'm so excited. So no more suitcases.
No more suitcases. And that's
your side and my side?
That's super sturdy.
This is what I have?
Yeah, this will be your side. It's my side right here. We got, yeah, we still got a little bit of room in there, like, you know, just plenty of clearance. This is 44 inches wide. And we got just a little bit of clearance on this side. And that's it.
Now, what is this piece if people wanted to get it?
Okay, so this is made by Vandermoon.
Vandermoon. Okay.
And this is called a Moonbox Titan. So the Titan is the larger of the two. They have a smaller one called a Tibby. And this is the Titan. And yeah.
I'm so excited. Look at that.
So it's got some pouches on the outside here. Got shelves on the inside. It's got shelves and it's got a divider in there, so your stuff can't migrate into my space and my stuff can't migrate into yours. And that's nice. And then so it's held on with L-track back here, and this L-track that's back here is, we've got knobs on it, these plastic knobs with brass inserts in the middle of them, so that's what's holding that.
Why did you put blue tape up there?
I did that to hold those still so that those two mounts on the L-track didn't move, because this side uses a double lug, and the double lugs kind of can slide back and forth. Okay, so, and then it's also got these little spots right here.
That where the TV's going to go?
Put a phone or something right there if you want. No, our TV is going to hook in right here somewhere.
Nice.
And it'll be right here.
Oh, right in there. Oh, that'll be perfect.
Could actually maybe we could hook it right here and be right here.
Oh, yeah. That'd be nice.
Because the bed is about, the bed is exactly the height that we always have. So, so we could put it right there, right here, and the TV will be up in this little cubby hole. And I put a USB port right there to charge it now, so we can charge it.
It's great, baby. It's so wonderful. I'm so excited. Thank you for putting these up.
It's look at this. It fits nice and flush with these cabinets too. Like you can see this one compared to the pantry, compared to the
it is
cabinet.
nice and flush. It looks nice.
It looks very factory.
You like that? You always like it when it looks factory.
I do. I like it to look like it was designed to be this way.
It looks really great, baby. Thank you. It's going to keep us from, we had those duffels that we kept shoveling back and forth every time we stopped, and I'm going to look forward to not shoveling so much. Shuffling.
The only thing we're going to have to shuttle back and forth from our bed will be our dog, and also our laundry.
Oh, that's true.